All right, I just woke up. I don't look good. As you could tell, I didn't get a whole lot of rest. I'm probably not going to be doing my makeup. Jasmine has to go to the vet. As you can see, the makeup was not fixed. The hair was not brushed. I'm stopped at a red light, so I haven't really been on my phone to be able to talk to you guys, but I'm stopped at a red light right now. Jasmine is in the crate. Basically, over the last week or week and a half, she's been dropping weight, and she used to be more of like a pet weight. Now, Leilani is lean. I will say, Leilani is lean. She might be a little bit underweight, but she's very lean, you know, and she's super active. Jasmine has always been like a little bit pudgy. She's been a pet weight, but I've been okay with it, you know, because she's a spayed female and she's about to be 5 years old. She's middle-aged, so it's fine. And it's never gotten out of hand. It's just I'm okay with her being that weight. She's dropped weight super fast to where she's thinner than Leilani. It's been like a week, and now the temperatures have been changing. We've had a lot going on. We've been traveling, so at first I amounted it to stress, and then I was like, oh, the temperature is changing and her hormones might be changing as she's maturing, you know. I don't think it's hormones anymore. She's already been dewormed, so we know it's not worms. So she's already been dewormed. Her appetite has been completely normal up until yesterday. Yesterday she ate breakfast but refused dinner, even with like freeze-dried treats on top and ground beef and everything. And this morning she's having a bunch of diarrhea, but her poops have been normal up until yesterday. Her diet has been normal. If anything, she's been drinking a lot more water, but I've also thought because she might just be, her hormones are changing, you know. It wasn't too excessive. It was just enough to be like, damn, you're drinking a little bit extra water, you know. But hormones change, her body's changing, you know. She's maturing. She works with, like, I'm working her. It could be anything. I literally knew that it could be anything. Like, literally, it could be the treats that I'm giving her when she's working that could cause her to be thirsty, you know. So like, I kind of blew it off. But now it's to the point where it's serious. And like, could I have taken her in sooner? Yes. But if I were to take her in sooner, anytime I suspected something, I would never have money. And you guys have to understand that I don't live with my parents, and I don't have just expendable money that I could just, oh, have money. I have bills, you know. So I can't just afford to go drop $500-600 at a vet on like a little bit of what I could consider anxiety, because a lot of the times I do have anxiety about things like this, and I tend to work myself up. So I don't know whether it's an actual issue or if I'm just making it out to be an issue. And yes, my boyfriend and I have talked about getting pet insurance, but we have to do more research on that first, because I feel like a lot of it's a little bit suspicious. So we want to make sure that we're getting appropriate insurance and we're getting what we're paying for. So yes, we're looking into it, but we don't have it as of right now. We are at the vet's office. We're about to walk inside. I am nervous as shit because like I looked up, especially like a bunch of studies and stuff on similar situations like this, and everyone's like, oh, it's kidneys, oh, it's cancer, and Google's no help. And I have health and anxiety with my dogs anyways. So I'm really scared.
A little bit of time and they'll be in shortly.
Okay, good job, Jenny. Leave it. Good job. Are you happy? Happy?
So we are at the vet. That's actually my car right there. Miss Jammin is doing so good. And she looks okay. Like, she doesn't look too bad or anything, but you can feel like her, ooh, is that nice scritches? You can kind of feel her spine and her hips. She's not doing as bad as she was a couple days ago, but still, I figured. Ooh, Miss Jammin, I take this off. Are you happy? Are you happy?
How you feel? Are you happy? Hello, Pan. Ooh. You catch that? Fucking is she? She keeps like alerting. I'm pretty sure it's because she knows that I'm stressed. But you don't have to be working right now. You're sick. Ooh hey. Ooh hey. You tink. You're tinky. Tinky poo. So we are about to get blood work for Miss Gemmin, and we're gonna see how all of her organs are doing, I guess. So they just drew her blood, and she honestly did phenomenal. They were having a hard time finding her vein because her vein rolls. I know that, but she genuinely did so good. We have a Miss Gemmin right here. Ew. Hey. And she did really good. They were holding her really tight because she was kind of wiggling a little bit. I just told her to down and stay, and she did beautiful. I know it's really an uncomfortable situation for her, and in vet appointments like this, I don't expect obedience at all because she's scared. She's allowed to be scared, you know. We don't have a way to communicate what's going on. They just have to do it, you know. But she really did good. And now we're just kind of waiting here until until her results come back. Are you angry that I have no more treats? The attitude. Are you pouting? Yeah. Wow. Wow. So Jasmine got blood work, and it came out that she has low amylase and low alkaline phosphatase in her blood, which is both alkaline phosphatase is a enzyme mainly from like liver and bones and stuff, but her amylase is her digestive enzyme, right? And now this vet place told me it was nothing. They were like, oh, there's nothing you have to be worried about. We could give you antibiotics if you really want, you know. And you look up what could happen if you have a low amylase, right? For dogs, and it literally says weight loss with increased appetite and increased water intake, you know, and like weight loss, unexplained weight loss. And that's what she's experiencing, and they're telling me it's still nothing. And having a bunch of friends that are in the vet side of the animal world, I sent them the results, and both of them were like, hey, it shows that like that's indicating small amounts of malnutrition, you know. And like, I feed my dog twice a day, and she gets treats all the time from working, so if anything, she should be fat, right? But it rubs me the wrong way how they were like, oh, it's nothing, you know, don't really worry about it, you're giving her supplements anyways, she'll be fine. When I feel like this is something to be kind of concerned about, especially because she dropped weight like that, you know. And you can feel her spine. I can feel my dog's spine and hips, and it's not like just a little bit where she's a little underweight, like it's getting a little concerning, you know. So the fact that they're not concerned rubs me the wrong way. So I'm gonna have to find another vet, but in the meantime, I'm probably going to pick up some digestive enzyme for Jasmine to add into her diet, just to see if we can help her at all, see if she has any weight changes. Everywhere in my area, because we are a couple days removed from Christmas, everywhere in my area is booked because of Christmas puppies. So we're going to be trying to get a vet appointment somewhere soon, but anyways, I don't know how I feel about this whole situation. So coming back to Jasmine's blood results, we are now a day removed. Jasmine's eating. She's okay. She's doing fine. She's eating. We got her some digestive enzymes. She's on very limited activity as of right now, so no real playing with Leilani or anything. We want to preserve as much calories and not burn as many calories, especially if she's having a hard time absorbing all of the nutrients from her food. I did some more research and asked my friends that are in the veterinary field more about her results specifically. So her alkaline phosphatase, the reference interval for within a normal range is 23 to 212. Jasmine is below 10. And now 23 is on the low side. Anything below 23 is low. So if she's 17, she's low, and that's still bad. She's below 10 when I got that. And that was after she ate. So realistically, everything should be high, right? That's why they tell you to fast before blood work. But I didn't make her fast because she's already losing weight as it is. And then her ALT, which is more referring to her liver, it's supposed to be between 10 and 125, and she's at 69 for that. So she's right in the median, right? And now her alkaline phosphatase. Now, while it does refer to the liver and the bones and the bone marrow and stuff, it can also indicate malnourishment, right? And her amylase, which is your pancreatic enzymes, it's supposed to be between 500 and 1500, and she's at 465. So that again is low. So combining those two and comparing it and looking at the whole situation and looking at the rest of her blood work, it's very clearly showing that she's not absorbing nutrients properly. And now we are on a vet recommended food. We're on a food that a lot of vets are like, hey, this is a really good food for your dog, I give her supplements. She gets a lot of healthy food, I don't give her garbage treats like pepperonis and stuff. She's always getting freeze-dried raw and the utmost healthy brands and organic stuff, So this should not be a thing. She gets fed twice a day. She gets treats all the time, so her dropping weight like this, even if it's cold out, she's half Siberian Husky, and she has a thick undercoat that I have not taken out, right? So she should not be dropping weight even if the temperature changes. If anything, she should be packing on more weight. So there's no reason why she should be dropping this weight this soon. And she's 5. So she's a mature female. She's spayed, so she doesn't have the same hormones that she would if she were completely intact, So it's concerning. And especially since I can't rely on Leilani right now, which is a whole different story. She's good to work sometimes, but we're having a little bit of setbacks with our training, and I don't feel comfortable taking Leilani on my bad health days because what if I pass out? She's not ready for that. But now with Jasmine, I cannot work Jasmine. I refuse to work Jasmine with these numbers. I'm not going to be working Jasmine like this. It's unethical in my opinion until we figure it out. If we figure out a cause and we're able to correct it, I would consider putting her back into working, But as of right now, she's temporarily retired. So it's all so frustrating. It is so frustrating. So we are making a couple diet changes, and I am currently searching for a new vet. I'm probably, honestly, my friends live across the state. They live probably around 5 or 6 hours away, but I think I'm going to see if I can get an appointment with them because I know that they'll advocate for me and my dog. So I'm gonna see if I could get an appointment with them, and if I can, that means we're gonna be taking a road trip all the way across the state so that Jasmine can get the vet care that she needs. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna leave off this video. So as of right now, Jasmine is okay. She's alive. She's eating normally. She's drinking normally. You know, we're making some diet changes, hoping that will help. But yeah. Also, the vet that we went to recommended antibiotics as if there were an infection. And I was like, well, if she's struggling with gut flora anyways and she's struggling to digest things, wouldn't antibiotics make the situation worse? Wouldn't it put a strain on her organs? If she were dealing with an infection, we would see that in her white blood cell count. She doesn't have an infection. Why are we giving the dog antibiotics for no reason? It just rubs me the wrong way. Everything about that was sketchy. I don't know. I've never been to that vet before, but it was the quickest one that I could get into that wasn't like at least $200 for an emergency fee, because then it would be whatever the treatment cost is on top of the $200 baseline emergency fee. And it just, I'm in between paychecks. I don't have that money. I genuinely don't. I had to put this on my credit card. And like, I don't care. I will actually pull out another credit card and put myself into debt for this dog, you know? But I just, balancing that with rent and all of my bills, my own health bills, because I have to go see a pain specialist for my back and I have to get physical therapy. It's a lot. So I'm putting my physical therapy and I'm putting my pain specialist appointment on hold until further notice, because I would like to get her taken care of first, and I need to make sure that I have the money for her. And we will be going from there. So we've got a lot going on. Videos will be, as usual, cat. I will say that videos that are posted after this, if they're featuring Jasmine in a public place, it's videos that were filmed before this video. Because as of right now, Jasmine will not be working until further notice. So I'll probably specify that in the video too, just so you guys know that I'm not still working a sick dog, you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, comment, show your love for Miss Jasmine because she needs it. But yeah, I guess we will see you guys in the next video, hopefully with an update of some sort, if we can figure this out.